Do you ever feel like you know what you want to say, but you're not quite sure how to say it? And so you end up saying something like, I want to eat pizza. Tell me where to go. Whoa, I know Kanon, and she's cool. I think there's a better way of asking for a recommendation. Eek, was that a bit strong? Okay, let me try that again. Wouldn't it be great if we had a second chance to say things? I'm really craving pizza right now. Do you know anywhere good? That was a lot better. There's a great little place in Soho. It's called Pizza Pilgrims. I know you'd love it. When we're asking for a recommendation, we'll often divide it up into two parts. The first part will be what we want or what we're looking for. The second part will be asking for a suggestion. So Kanon did exactly that here. She said, I'm really craving pizza. Okay, that was what she wants. And then she asked for a suggestion. Do you know anywhere good? Perfect. Now, that phrase is really nice. We can kind of change it. We could say, do you know anywhere around here? Do you know anywhere that's still open? Do you know anywhere decent? Decent is a synonym of good. Now in spontaneous speech, sometimes we blend those two sounds together at the beginning. Do and you, we blend them so it becomes do you know? Do you know anywhere around here? Or do you know anywhere good? Do you know anywhere decent? Now it's not always the case, you don't have to do it, but you might hear it when you're listening to proficient English speakers talking. So do you know anywhere around here? Do you know anywhere good? Do you know anywhere decent? And I really like Halima's reply. She said there's a great little place, blah, blah, blah. I love that little phrase there. We use that phrase to talk about restaurants and bars. So you could say, a lovely little Italian place down the road, or there's a romantic Greek place near me. So that's a lovely little phrase to talk about a bar or a restaurant informally. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I go abroad, the thing that I want most is food recommendations. Where's the best place to get a good breakfast around here? Have you been to the Chiltern Firehouse? Oh my God, it's so good. The crab stuffed donuts are incredible. Crab stuffed donuts? Yeah, I'll try it. I've actually never been, but I heard Taylor Swift went there, so it must be good, right? I love this phrase that Kanon used. Where's the best place to get a good breakfast around here? That semi-fixed expression, where's the best place to, boom, whatever the thing is. So a semi-fixed expression is where you have one part that is fixed, it's always the same. So where is the best place to? And then the second part you can change depending on your context. So yeah, where's the best place to get a good breakfast around here? Perfect. Where's the best place to get ramen? Okay, delicious. Where's the best place to go hiking in Britain? All right. Where's the best place to see live football in London? So as you can see, you can use this phrase to ask for a recommendation about anything. Where's the best place to blah, 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 blah. Brilliant. I'm thinking of going on a day trip at the weekend. Would you recommend anywhere? I went to Whitstable last year and I had the best time. Oh, I've been there. Yeah, it's so cute. Oh well, why don't you try Broadstairs instead? It's your classic English seaside town. I've been there too. You kidding me? How about Brighton? Tick. Have you been to Windsor yet? That's cool. Where the Queen's Castle is? Mm-hmm. Can I pretend to be a princess then? Sure. Yes! Once again, Kanon uses that two-step approach to asking for a recommendation. She says what her plan is or what she wants to do with a really great phrase. I'm thinking of going on a day trip. I love that phrase, I'm thinking of. Because often our plans aren't concrete, are they? They're not sort of certain. That actually we want to use a phrase that says, this is my plan, but it might not happen. I'm thinking of is perfect for that. So I'm thinking of going on a day trip. That means that I want to do it, but it's not certain. So I'm thinking of going on a day trip, and then she asks for a suggestion. She says, would you recommend anywhere? Brilliant. Okay, so I think you're going on a day trip. Would you recommend anywhere? And Halima uses 3 different techniques to give her recommendation. The first one is to give her experience. So she says, I went to Whitstable last year and had the best time. Now that in itself is fascinating. The way she stressed the, it wasn't just the, it was the. And she's doing that to emphasize just how good it is. We do that all the time. My aunt makes the best chocolate cake, the best. So often we'll stress that the to emphasize whatever we're trying to say. The second way that she recommends somewhere is by making a suggestion. Why don't you blah, blah, blah? Why don't you? That's a really nice way to give a suggestion to someone. Oh, well, why don't you go to da 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 da? And that's a nice way also to recommend somewhere. And then the third way that she gives a recommendation is by actually asking for Kanon's experience. So she says, have you been to Windsor yet? Obviously, she thinks Windsor is a good place to go. So she asks Kanon about her experience. Have you been to Windsor yet? So if we have a recommendation, we could ask that question. So if someone's asking for a good art gallery, you could say, well, have you been to Tate Modern yet? Because you think it's a good place and you want to know if they've experienced it. So that's nice. If they're looking for a good pizza restaurant, say, oh, have you been to Pizza Pilgrims yet? Again, it's a nice way to give your recommendation. I really want to see a musical while I'm here. Do you know any good ones? Do I? Oh my God, you need to watch Wicked. And so Lion King is good as well. But whatever you do, don't buy a ticket from a guy on the street. Book it in advance instead. Okay, thanks. And finally, Kanon does that 2-step approach again. She says what she wants, and then she asks for a suggestion. And I love that phrase that Halima uses, but whatever you do, don't buy a ticket from a guy on the street. I think that's fantastic, because when we're making recommendations, often we're saying things that are positive. You should do this experience, but sometimes we're saying things that you shouldn't do. So this is a really nice phrase to tell someone not to do something. So whatever you do, don't, and then the thing. So whatever you do, don't buy a ticket from a man on the street. Whatever you do, don't go to Leicester Square. I have a thing against Leicester Square. I'm not a fan. Of course, it could be positive, right? Whatever you do, you have to try the churros in Madrid. Whatever you do, you have to go to the Taj Mahal in India. Whatever the experience is, but we can use it negatively as well. Whatever you do, don't, and then the thing. So I think that's a really nice phrase to give a recommendation. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those recommendations. And if you want to get more British English just like this with exclusive content, then you can join my YouTube membership. The link is just below. Click that link, go watch the video, it will explain everything, and you can join me in the membership and take your English to the next level. I just want to say a big thank you to Kanon, Halima and Ali for helping me out with this video. I had a great time shooting it, so please give it a big thumbs up and share it with anyone you know that's trying to learn English. Alright guys, thank you so much. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.